A video essay is defined as the pseudo-intellectual ramblings of a center-left-leaning, 20-something-year-old, often, but not always, twink-like British male put to video. When I was younger, I used to watch video essays. I used to sit on the couch, mindlessly watching the shit one after another, tricking myself into thinking that I was learning something, when the reality is I was just sitting there, rotting my brain. And that's the key thing I want you to keep in mind as you watch this video. Brain rot. Because that is all that this godforsaken, piece of shit, ear-grating, degenerate video format genre is good for, making you retarded. Now, there are 6 main genres of video essay. Number 1, pointing out the obvious. Hey, did you know that the line between good and evil is sometimes blurry, and that sometimes good people do bad things? Me neither. Anyway, here's 23 minutes on it, just in case. Or hey, have you ever thought about the fact that war's violent, and in it a lot of people die, and that war movies end up glorifying it sometimes? Also, I'm gay and have a shitty, holier-than-thou European accent. Number 2, the history of something that you don't give a shit about. Hey, when's the last time you were wondering or just pondering the history of cheating in Clash of Clans? Me neither. Anyway, here's a 14-minute video on it, just in case. Or how about what the internet did to Garfield? An hour and 20 minutes on that, man. An hour and 20 minutes on how the internet changed Garfield. Or maybe you want a 3-hour and 20-minute long retrospective on a 20-year-old video game that you've never heard of, read to you in a monotone voice. Maybe that tickles your fancy. Number 3, pointless and shallow thing is actually really meaningful and profound. Dude, this run-of-the-mill horror video game fucking broke me, dude. It destroyed me. It shattered every conception I ever had about who I am and what I thought of the world. Or whatever the fuck. An hour and 20 minutes. Or take your pick from the plethora of 15-minute long videos just building up some relatively standard, unimpressive piece of media to be the fucking earth-shattering coming of God in video format. Jesus. Literally. Number 4. Video game nonsense. You ever want to watch an hour and 10-minute long video on the atmosphere of Zelda? Or maybe a 22-minute long video explaining why Minecraft horror mods suck? Or some guy complaining that video games aren't considered art for some reason? Who gives a fuck? An hour and a half on that. This guy talking to himself about The Last of Us for an hour and 20 minutes? That could be entertaining. Or here's a real interesting question. This guy's digging real deep. He's wondering, have video games gotten worse? Yes they have. I saved you 15 minutes. Fucking hell. It's like people are just incapable of thinking for themselves in any regard. They gotta watch 15 minutes to make up their mind. If that guy said no, then I guess they haven't gotten worse. I guess I'm just a retard. Number 5, the genre I like to call idiots sharing retarded opinions. Here we Jesus fucking Christ, dude. An hour and 56 minutes on the white feminism of Barbie. These people, I mean, come on. Jesus, man. What possible value could come out of that? What possible entertainment value could come out of that, let alone anything worth thinking about? The white feminism of Barbie? Oh my god. Or here we have 45 minutes on trad wives and white supremacists. Why white supremacists want stay-at-home wives. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. Of course, brought to you by a fat, unattractive black woman. I mean, okay. Let's hear her opinion on the matter. Or, oh my god, this is a personal favorite. An hour and 15 minutes on whether or not feminism failed men. Brought to you by this fucking thing.
So why in the heckin' world would a good SJW transgendered libcuck soy jerk like me even interact with such obviously fallacious ideas as
I mean, this type of shit speaks for itself. I don't have to explain to you why this is retarded nonsense, right? These people are just retards sharing their poor understanding about equally retarded topics to you in video format. And by the way, I just want to keep in mind, that first one was 2 hours long, okay? And a lot of these, like some of these, like there's a fucking Oblivion one that's 12 hours long. There's 2 of them, I think. There's a saying I like to refer to called brevity is the fucking spirit of wit. I don't know, something like that. But there's an even better quote. It goes, I would have written you a shorter letter, but I didn't have the time, right? Just because it's fucking long doesn't mean it's good, right? A lot of the time, it actually takes a lot more brain power and a lot more intelligence to make something short and get your point across concisely. None of this shit has to be fucking 2 hours long. 2 hours long on the white feminism of Barbie. Jesus Christ. I'd sooner shoot that's might be a little hyperbolic, but I'd fucking consider it. I mean, Jesus, that would be ear grating. Then we got the last main genre I like to refer to as gossip, because it's just gossip. It's just this first one here. We got an hour and a half, an hour and 32 minutes on that ugly anti-feminist grifter bitch who's just in it for the money. Okay, I don't know why you give a shit. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that this woman is just unattractive and making money off of it, alright? It's fine. Or here we have an hour and 27 minutes of this guy saying that Steven Crowder sucks and is not funny. No shit. Anyone who has eyes and has seen any amount of this show or how he talks can fucking discern that for yourself. You don't need to watch an hour and 27 minutes on it. Jesus. Here we have an hour and 41 minutes on a washed up YouTuber. Popular, I think, like when I was 12. Who gives a fuck? Why do you care? Why does anyone care? All this shit has like 1 million views, at least. Oh my god. I hope you can see a common theme here with these 6 genres of dog shit video essays, right? Because there's a common theme here. It's brain rot. That's my main problem that I have with this genre of video. I don't understand why you watch it. I don't understand why you watch any of it. The main theme is that none of this shit fucking matters. It exists solely for the purpose of numbing your brain. Even the ones like the artsy fucking film reviews or whatever that kind of trick you into thinking that there's some substance behind it or some thought put into it. You watch that shit, it's all just the same. War is bad. Love movies are, I don't know, gay. It always just turns out to be that. Or he's like waxing philosophically, trying to make you think that some movie about, I think it was Cloud Atlas. I watched his essay where he brought up Cloud Atlas, trying to make that movie like it's not just Tom Hanks being a retard. Like, they teach you nothing for 2 reasons. A, like I said, nothing new is being said. Nothing new at all, if you really actually think about it. And B, even if something were being said, you're not paying attention. You're not really paying attention. You're not using a single ounce of your great brain matter or whatever the fuck to actually think about it, right? You can trick yourself into thinking that you're thinking while you're watching it, but deep down you know you're not. And 20 minutes after the video ends, you're going to have forgotten everything that the guy said. Doesn't matter what the topic was. The film review, the fat black woman telling you that you shouldn't want a housewife. It doesn't matter. They're equally stupid. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. Paying half attention to some pseudo-intellectual rambling about nonsense, right, while you eat or sleep or ride the bus is not learning. It's just training you to be a retard while thinking that you're becoming smart. That's why so many people these days can't do basic math or point to England on a map. I mean, it's because no one's ever actually learned anything. We all, at least I did, we all just kind of floated through school, right? Not paying attention, doing just enough to get by or whatever. You come out of it and you realize you didn't learn shit. So you're a retard. And I get it, right? You're not always watching a video essay to learn something. Sometimes you're just, the 12-hour video on Oblivion, you're probably not watching, to learn or better yourself. You're probably watching it to go to sleep or something like that. But I actually think that makes it worse, because I have no fucking clue how you can sit through 12 hours of the godforsaken, vomit-inducing stereotypes and tropes that infest this piece of shit genre. Smug and gay cartoon avatar that the narrator thinks is unique or quirky. Cookie cutter editing that's not bad, it's just so fucking boring that it makes me want to rip my eyes out. Ironic and pathetic self-deprecating jokes, because that's all the fucking dude knows how to do, because he has the personality of a plank of wood. Zero originality. Oh my god, and this is my absolute fucking favorite thing these people do. They'll do the voice, they'll do the narrator voice.
When it comes to Elder Scrolls fans, I find your perception of the current and past games is generally dictated based on where you started. Now, I don't want to make the same mistake I did at the beginning of the New Vegas video by starting with some broad, sweeping statement such as you...
Jesus, fucking kill me. And you will notice that the very few people on YouTube who do make video essays that are actually good have none of these stereotypes in their videos. It's not even really fair to call what they make a video essay, because the sheer amount of effort they put into the script and the editing, it just doesn't seem right to call it a video essay. It seems both inaccurate and offensive, because they're actually entertaining. At the end of the day, the main problem is this. The internet has given everyone the ability to have a voice. Everyone gets to have a say and share their opinion with the world. Everyone gets to be heard. But not everyone should be heard. Most people are retards, or at bare minimum of moderate intelligence. They have nothing of value to say. And I'm not saying this like I'm above it, right? God knows my intellect and my brain is certainly not my best feature. I'm just pointing out that these people have nothing of value to say, but they learn editing, they write themselves a script, they do the narrator voice to sound really enthusiastic, and so the consumer will love to watch and listen to it. And then you can be fooled into thinking that they have something worth listening to. They don't. It's all just packaging, right? A paper tiger. The medium is the message. And the message is that you're becoming a retard and you don't even know it.